you know what, we're gonna get started, and we're gonna start out by introducing our presenters and the folks who are going to really be taking the lead of this actual webinar. And I am gonna start in particular order because I'm gonna save the best for last, and I apologize to Rico and to Daniela, but we'll start off with Rico. And so for those of you who don't know Rico, Rico is the Southeast Asia Business Development Manager at Opulence Global and a seasoned practitioner in MLM industry with over 20 years of experience. And I want you guys to realize what we have at the helm of this company, because that's something that most other network marketers cannot, or network marketing companies cannot boast to, the leadership, and the leadership who are leaders in the field, not just in the back office, sort of just, strategizing and not knowing what the field is going through. They have been there and they have done that. As a driving force behind Opulence Global's expansion into new markets across Asia, Rika is responsible for the growth of the business in the Philippines and beyond. He works closely with the network of distributors in the region, providing support, guidance as they work to achieve their goals. And that's the other thing, is they're working hand in hand with us and leading us and showing us the how to avoid some of the pitfalls that most networkers don't have that guidance to be able to avoid. And so he's built strong relationships with the teams. He's again a fellow business leader and has been instrumental in the success of Opulence Global. And I know that Asia is going to be a big component to what we want to do in building the billion, because we're definitely on our way there, creating tremendous momentum. And all of you on this call today have your opportunity to take your market share, your piece of that market share of $1 billion company, and decide how big you want that to be. Next, we're going to have Daniela Ferreira. And Daniela Ferreira is a sales development manager at Opulence Global. She has a mandate to further the ability of all entrepreneurs associated with the company to reach their potential in growing their businesses. And she has over 17 years of experience in direct sales. Again, this background laid the groundwork for her current position, which is developing the company's sales force and creating strategies that give partners real workarounds for selling the products as well as growing their organization. She donates her time, skill, and resources to different nonprofit organizations as well, which shows her heart. She's also a member of the entrepreneurial group of different entrepreneurial groups, best and lead member in the Hispanic Women's Network of Canada. And if you can do the math, that's again 20 plus 17, that's 37 years. And now we've got our SVP, which everyone just loves. And as she walks into the room, everyone, faces just light up because she's just a ray of light to have around. And she is our SVP, our Senior Vice President and Chief Designer at Opulence Global. She spent over 20 years, even though it doesn't look like it, learning about MLM and entered her first MLM business in 2002. Quickly developing her business as a distributor, she eventually left the sales field and took a position at Opulence Global because the CEO saw her talent. He saw that she had so much talent to offer and said, hey, tapped her on the shoulder and said, we need you to help us to get to the billion. And she's been an instrumental part of that. She's fully invested in all aspects of the product development process and beyond, from research and development to manufacturing to distribution, marketing, promotions. She wears so many hats. She takes pride in every product because every product pretty much has her name on it. And of course, that's important to make sure that it is opulent, as the CEO would say. She takes, again, so the ingredients that we use, and she's proudly a product of the product. Everyone saw her taking her FOL this morning on the call, which was fantastic. She did a perfect, example of how to take the product, so everyone knows now. And I'm sure after that, everyone got their bottles and started making sure they took theirs. So, it is my honor and my privilege to welcome these powerhouse superstars of Opulence Global, all of our senior team from the corporate office. And so I just want to say thank you so much for you guys devoting your time on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning here. And I guess it's a night for Rico. But I just want to say thank you so much. And, the call is yours.
Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to say a good morning, a good evening, a good afternoon. Danny, double check my slides. I don't think I sent you the right one. But I want to just say a good morning. And yes, I got to do a morning FOL, an evening FOL. I actually take Fountain of Life so many times during the day. It just depends on how many people I've seen, where I've gone. And you know what? I'm super, super excited to be on. Wow, what a great morning to be on with my superstars. Brian is an absolute superstar. Didn't he do such a great job hosting, team? We love Brian. I've worked side by side with Brian for so long. Some people just become like family. You work with them for so long, you get to know them, you see their growth. Coming from an accounting background, he was an urchin when I first met him, and he's got a little bit now shark and dolphin into him, and he's having some fun, and he definitely has a lot of whale in him. If you haven't done the 4 personality training that I do for mindset, you got to get on that. That is a phenomenal training that really puts a lot of stuff into perspective. But really this morning, I'm super excited to be here because events, we know, take our business to the next level. And we know that it doesn't matter whether it's a cruise, it's a conference, it's a boot camp, any event that you attend brings your business, your mind, your heart to the next level. And so, before we get started, I want to share a little bit with Rico, first of all, because Rico, we just got back from, the Asia conference, and we did so many different stops. And, first of all, I want to start our morning off with, wow, how much did our business and our people and our community change after the event? I got to get you mentally ready first, and then we'll share what's coming. I actually have some treats for you guys today. So stay tuned. But, Rico, take it away, because there's just so much stuff that happened at the event, just, with everybody that flew in, that really, really made a big difference for our event on the Asia conference. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, first and foremost, good morning to you, beautiful SVP Sinazuman, and of course, our senior, our sales development manager, Ms. Danny Ferreira, and of course, Brian. Thank you so much. You are amazing, Brian. Thank you so much for the amazing hosting this morning, and of course, it's evening here in the Philippines. And first and foremost, I'm very honored and privileged to be a part of this call. I'm truly, truly excited whenever we talk about, as SVP has said, events get us together, right? And this has been a truly remarkable experience for me, being able to spend time with a lot of our partners in different parts of the world. Just the energy coming from different people, being able to feel them, and every time we meet, there's always thankfulness, gratefulness, and on top of that, we are able to build that connection and relationship with people. And in the course of the events that we had in the Asia conference, working behind the scenes together with the partners, together with the corporate team, getting prepared, and then in the event itself, whenever we see the smiles of all the people, whenever we see, starting off with the tour, right? We were in the office the first day, and you could just feel the energy and excitement coming from people. And we don't know really each other very well, but the moment that when you see each other, you hug each other, there is something like a sort of connection already. Being a part of the Opulence Global family builds relationship and connection among all of the people there. And you know and then on top of that, whenever you hear the stories of how this amazing products, this amazing opportunity has changed their life, it truly fills my heart. And that is something that, every time you talk to certain people, every time you talk to partners and even customers, then you feel like you're doing something which is very fulfilling. You're doing something that is very filling your heart, right? So this is this is one of the things that each and every event you should be there. You shouldn't miss it, because it really it elevates your belief, it elevates your passion, it elevates your conviction that you are doing something not just for yourself but able to help other people from different parts of the world. And then it doesn't matter where you're from. Whenever we are in Thailand, different languages, but same connection, same experience, same energy. Whenever we're in Singapore, same thing, same energy, same excitement, same connection. Philippines, of course. And I love the inspiration in all of these events, all the things that you can gain, all the knowledge, all the wisdom. And after the event, you just feel like, wow, this is really, really something. I'm very proud to be a part of it. And the cruise, I can speak on and on and on, but I'm just so happy to be connected, especially if you're meeting face to face with your partners, with your customers, and of course with the corporate team. So that's just a little bit about all of these things. But SVP, I'm truly, truly thankful that we are given the opportunity. We are given the opportunity to build that connection with people.
Absolutely. Well, the last cruise, you were on it. You had a chance and you had a preview to it. I do want to do a little recap before we go into 2024, what we experienced in the 2023 cruise, and then talk about what to expect for 2024, because this cruise that's coming around the corner, this is an important one. Did you guys hear what I said? This is an important one. And 2025, we will not have a cruise. So I just want to reiterate that as well. So if you're sitting there saying, oh, I'll go to the next one. First of all, this cruise is a very, very, very important cruise. And I can't tell you guys all of the nitty gritty, why it's important. But, Rico, when we were just in Asia, whether we were in Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, the energy of coming together as Opulence Nation, as we call it, really takes us and our business to the next level. That's the first thing. Secondly, what we learn from each other, how we build our business, and, just seeing people on Zoom, like you and I have been working on Zoom consistently, but being in the flesh, working together, training, doing mindset training, doing a lot of the belly to belly, as we call it. That's when the real magic happens. Seeing all of the amazing partners that had traveled, like Samuel flew from New Zealand. We had Ronan from Australia. We had Yulia from Israel. We had John Boswood from Vancouver. We had the Philippines that flew in. So just those people going to support the event made a big difference. And Amarjeet flew from Singapore. The uplines were there. So, whenever people come together from different communities, you kind of have a lot of those aha moments. And when you start to actually, work together and talk together, that's when you're like, you have all these light bulbs that are kind of going off. And, Danny, previous to that, we did our North America cruise. And you got a chance to work with the partners on the North America cruise, which was amazing. Talk to me a little bit about that and what was your experience like before we get started?
All right. Well, good morning, good evening to all of you. I was getting some trouble connecting, but I'm really excited, Senaz, because the cruise really marks a difference in the business of our partners. And just so that you know, prior when we started Opulence, the cruises were every 2 years. And then all of a sudden, we were having so many qualifiers and people, starting to boost their business in Asia, that we thought, what? Why don't we divide it and give the opportunity for people from around the world to come to different cruises? Then our CEO had this amazing idea of calling it the LD cruise. So really opening the opportunity for everyone with their families, from brand partners to lifestyle advisors to, LD4s, coming to the cruise and have the opportunity not only to qualify and come for free, but to requalify every time we have a cruise. So I think this is going to be that's I would say one of the very biggest milestones of deciding to come to the North America cruise in the upcoming February. But the past cruises where I have had the honor to be in 2 of the cruises before, and they were absolutely amazing. The energy, like you said, the belly to belly, seeing the Opulence Global family. And for me, the most important aspect, like Rico was sharing, is when you are with someone, just because you know they are part of Opulence, it's like instant connection, right? Like you feel so awesome. And then everyone, like our CEO always says, the cruise is for you and your family to enjoy. It's not like business related, because even though we do have sometimes like a conference day where we have our CEO conversations and fireside chats, really is, you know, a moment to connect, to invigorate yourself, and of course to have strategy meetings with some of the leaders that perhaps you don't see because they live in the other side of the world. So really, cruises are a lot of fun. We do have also sessions for recognition, and I don't know, it's just so many good connections that you develop in events. And of course you get these different type of energies in us that helps partners refocus, set up new goals, decide what they want to do, and then go make it happen. So I truly believe it's an amazing opportunity. And what a way to start the year than doing it in February. Honestly, I think in the first 90 days of the year, you're already like deciding how your year is going to look like. That's why we always start up with our New Year's webinar. And like, I'm really excited about Sanaz. Can I tell the world where I am right now?
Yes, absolutely. Danny is not in her normal office today.
Exactly. So I wanted to share it with the world because it was actually after 30 hours of craziness that I was able to fly to Mexico, team. And now I'm finally here. And I'm really excited. You can tell from my voice and my eyes. This is something that it's been in our hearts and our dreams for the past 7 years that I've been in corporate. So now, you know, we are getting ready to prepare the ground for an amazing 2024, developing Opulence Mexico. So start, you know, polishing, pulling up your sleeves, getting ready, because we are gonna hit the ground running, and we're so excited. I'm gonna meet with Obdulia in a couple of weeks, and we're getting ready. So if you know, of course, we have a lot of partners already here in Mexico, so I'm gonna be meeting with them as well and starting to get excited. So listen, this coming cruise, we have like, I don't know, 80 days or something. Get ready, because I'm telling you, this cruise is going to be amazing, and it's going to be very, very special, because we're not going to have another cruise in a couple of years, because great surprises are coming your way. But I'm really excited, Sanaz. This is going to be an amazing journey. And listen, we're here to build, we're here to grow, we're here to inspire people, and we're going to make it happen.
Absolutely. I love what Danny just did, by the way. She just told you, she just put herself in check. So a little bit of background history with Danny. 7 years ago, when she was a distributor, she got up at an event. We actually had an LD event, lifestyle director event, and she stood up. I had no idea who she was. I needed a volunteer to go up on top of the board to do some notes, and she said, I'll do it. And I went, who's she? So I said, okay. You know, it was like Monica hosting for me this past week. I said, who's she? But I love her. She's so powerful. So anyways, Danny got up in front of the room, and here's this creative writer and all these marker colors, and, you know, Danny energy bunny. And she was up in front of the room, and I fell in love with her. And she came to me and she spoke to myself and our CEO, and she said, look, I really want to build Mexico. You know, my vision, she came from a Mary Kay background. She said, you know, I've been successful in Mary Kay. I want to build, you know, this business to the next level, and I want to work. Anyways, long story short, I got her as a part of my product committee, because at that time we had, you know, an amazing committee that was, you know, showing people how to do home parties and all this kind of good stuff. I don't know if you guys know this story, but I'm going to share it anyways. And anyways, long story short, being involved with her, and I realized she was graphically inclined. She knew what she was doing. She came from a printing background. She came from a, you know, direct sales background. Anyways, long story short, a couple of years later, we brought her on board as corporate to take care of the sales. And her vision and her mission and her passion from 7 years ago was always to build Mexico. And but it hasn't happened, right? So the reason I'm sharing that is sometimes we want to do something, but the timing is just not there. And her vision has never changed. She's always wanted to do it. So while I was away in the Asia conference and I came back, Danny came into my office, all bubbly. She wrote me an email essay, 2 pages long, of her passion and her heart. For those of you who know Danny, she has got the heart of gold. She built everything with passion and love. And, you know, 2023 was a tough year for her, with all adversities you can imagine. And none of you knew of her adversities, because you know what? She puts on her beautiful smile. She puts on her spunky spirit, and she just makes things happen. And so she came to me, she came to our CEO, she sat down with us, and she says, I'm putting myself on the line. I'm going to go build Mexico. And of course, what could be better for her to be with her parents during the holidays, starting off and kicking off the year for 2024. So reason I wanted to share all of that is that sometimes you guys see us on camera and you see us working, and sometimes you see us like even partying and you think, oh, they're so lucky. You don't understand the amount of work and vision and mission and you know, background that it takes. Being a mental warrior is one of those things. So Danny's pretty good because she's plugged into us. So, you know, we kick her in the butt when we need to get her to shine again. And so you are unstoppable, darling. I know you are going to absolutely rock Mexico. And the Latino market, let me tell you, it is about to shine. So I know with you and Abdulia, two powerful, powerful ladies working side by side, I cannot wait to see the magic you ladies are going to do. So this also means we're going to start doing a lot of Spanish tours online and on Zoom weekly. We are going to start, you know, doing a pre-launch event. All of you that know people that are Latin American, get in touch with them, because some big things are happening for the Latin American market. Primarily, you know, we're going to start with Mexico, and then that is going to, you know, expand as well. And Danny is also going to be setting up two tours, both virtually and in person. And you're basically, Danny, from what I remember, you're in actual like Mexico City, right? That's where your parents are? Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yes, I'm in Mexico City. Ramin said, don't even move from there. There's 25 million people only here in the city.
Wow.
So it's 100 million people, you know, 130 in all Mexico, but just here in the city, 25 million. So we are really excited. We're really excited. Actually, just so that you know, and I don't know if I should say this out loud or Renee is going to kill me, but we are already planning our leaders conference for 2024, like the Freedom Conference, but only with leaders. And I'm going to definitely be supporting them, probably in Cancun, upcoming in 2024 after the cruise. So we are really excited and very, very excited.
Renee's going to kill you. So there's a lot of stuff coming, and you know what, Mexico team, get ready, because what a great destination to travel to, right? Isn't our business so much fun? We have all these destinations to travel to. And Danny, I'm so happy for you. I know 2024 is going to be a great year for you, Abdulia. And you know, sometimes we say do it for the ones that say it will never work, and then you do it for yourself first, right? And now the time has come. It is your time. 7 years you've patiently waited. You've been planting your seeds. You've been watering your soil. Now you're ready to go and rock and roll. So with that, the reason we're sharing all of this good stuff is because all of these things sometimes take time, but you need to be plugged in to know what is going to be happening. And I know Danny's going to have a lot of fun building her Mexico team for their incentives and their cruise. And by the way, we have so much stuff that is coming for the New Year's webinar. Renee always tells me, Sanaz, how are you guys going to beat last year? And I'm actually really excited for this year. Yes. 2023 was a phenomenal year for me, and even for our company. And 2024 is going to be even bigger, better, and stronger. And you know, my vision has always been, we're going to build it to the billion. We're going to do this. I hope to God you're around to watch us do it. And I hope to God that you are part of that journey to be able to witness and be a part and contribute and benefit towards that amazing $1 billion journey. So, all right, team, you guys ready to get started?
Absolutely. And of course, again, congratulations, Danny. I know that you've been waiting for this for so long, and finally you're there. Wow.
So happy.
So Nasser, I have to tell the team that they stopped me at security to inspect all my jewelries, and they were all amazed. Like I was recruiting the security ladies because they were all, I don't know why, they were honestly inspecting everything. And believe me, if they see jewelry, is those people, right? They were so amazed by that. And I had, you know, our big travel case. So everything was organized there, and it was amazing. And then yesterday, obviously, 3 a.m. in the morning, show up a lady with like 5 pieces of luggage, right? Coming back, and they asked me to go to customs. So as I'm, opening every single piece, like I've never been examined like this before in my life. So he's saying, how long you're staying or how long you were out, they don't know, right? Like I said, well, I'm Canadian, but I'm coming back. So he started to opening, and then he went through the shoes. I only brought 12 pairs of shoes. Can you imagine? I only brought 12 pairs of fairy shoes. So he's only.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Rico, see, now you know why I had 2 pieces of luggage.
Oh my God. He's like, okay, so ladies do travel with a lot of luggage. I said, no, I work for a special company. So I was just telling the stories, and it's really just amazing. And I want to share this with all of you, because sometimes, and you shared it in our call in the mornings and as where, sometimes we don't look at our fashion and we don't promote it maybe as heavily as we promote our Safe Home Revolution. But honestly, people do see the difference. And it's just, for me, it was another jewelry box maybe for the security people. No, it was not just another jewelry box. So it really have to make you super proud of our products and every single thing that happens behind the scenes. But, for me, I was so proud. I was like, open everything. I don't care. I was like, it was 3 a.m. in the morning after 30 hours of waiting to get into a flight. So in reality, I was like so happy. My parents were outside waiting for me. And I was like, listen, just one more stop. I have to go through customs, declare everything that I have with me. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward for this amazing journey. And I thank you also, Sanaz, and our CEO, for giving me this opportunity. And, like you said, do it for the ones who want to see you fail. No, I'm doing this because it's in my heart. And there's millions of people that we can bless, that we can inspire, that we can, help with that opportunity. And it's going to be like that. So thank you for that.
Amazing. I one last question just before we open up the slides. Why are you in Mexico and wearing a sweater?
Because it's winter here. And because, you see, okay, no, this is
I thought you were
story.
going to be in your bikini, your summer hat. You're wearing a freaking winter sweater like Canada weather where we have snow.
There is no, in Mexico, the houses do not have heater. So so it's winter. It's not like Canada. Obviously, there's no snow, but it's cold.
Like
the
what,
house
25 degrees cold?
No, I don't know what's cold here.
12
degrees. 12 degrees.
Oh, okay. No, 12 degrees is actually chilly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's chilly. That's why my mom made me coffee this morning. So
I'm
spoiled.
There is nothing like mama's love and mama's morning coffee and being at home. That's why you're shining and you're glowing and you're getting some parents' love, well deserved. All right, you ready to rock and roll and get this call started?
Yes.
Let's do it. I have the two presentations ready as well.
Perfect. So let's pull up 2023 because I just want to quickly recap what we experienced at our Asia cruise. That was the one that we just did. So this Asia cruise, we want to do a quick recap on. We literally just had this one. This was the one that we actually just experienced with our amazing Thai team. It's so funny. I've never been to Thailand. And then this year I ended up going to our 2023. So let's watch the video recap very quickly. I got you to share because last time my video sound was not working. So take it away, Danny. Let's watch this video. Guys, put your sound on. No, I don't think there's sound for you either.
No sound?
No, I was having the same problem when I presented last time.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna redo it again.
The only one that can do sound is Rico, it seems.
Oh, I got it. There we go.
Bring back
Like,
a lot
I
of
just
cruise, eh, Rico?
Yes, actually, Sinas, I'm having goosebumps because I kind of remembered everything that happened there. And just the start of the video, wherein we put all of our hands together. I vividly remember that it was during the time that we were doing a session together with the Asian team, planning out the things that will be happening for 2023. And, you said right from the start, I was asking, so what would be the program for this cruise? Because in my previous company, we always have gatherings, travel, but there's always training, right? So they maximize the time. But you said, no, we're just going to have fun. We're just going to do reward the partners, make them enjoy all of the things that are here on the cruise. And then I say, wow, it's great. But then by the end of the cruise, what really inspired me the most is the cruise itself is one of the things where we can gain knowledge from people there, from the leaders, from the partners, from the corporate team, not just being seeing them on the business side, but also their personal side, the lighter side of of the person that we work with. And as we always say, in order for us to be better to work with them, we have to know them more. And this was really an opportunity for us to know each and everyone who are the leaders, seeing Rene there, seeing all of the partners there from Thailand, from Philippines, from Malaysia, from Singapore, from Canada, from different parts of the world. It was just an amazing experience having that, again, bond and connection and gaining a lot of inspiration and knowledge from these partners and, of course, from our corporate team, especially you, SVP Sanas, and our CEO, Ramin.
Oh, thank you so much. You know what? These memories are not about one person in particular. It's about the teamwork makes the dream work. Like you said, we sometimes see these videos, and honestly, these videos don't even do justice to what we feel and experience. It's just like it's such a small highlight. When you're there in the bone and in the flesh, it's so different. This is my time that I get a chance to even spend time with Renee's kids and with some of your kids. Many of you bring your kids to these events, and the cruise is that perfect spot. It's not too long, it's not too short. For those of you, by the way, that are afraid of water, these ships are so massive that you actually don't even feel the movement of the water. I just want to let you guys know that. And these ships are so massive that even in the journey of the entire day, during week, you actually don't even get a chance to see the whole cruise ship. That's how big these ships are. And honestly, it is so much fun. Danny, let's take them through some of the really cool features that we did. I also want to hear from some of the people that have been on the cruises, because I think, you know, a lot from us. And yeah. So
we
this
need to go through the. You want to go through the?
just skip this one. Skip this one. I want to just basically go skip this one. Go. This is no. I want to go back. You know, one of the things that we did is when everyone flew into Singapore. Go back one slide, Danny, for me, honey. When everyone flew into Singapore, one more. When everyone came into Singapore, this was really the pre-sailing. You know, this was the day where everybody got together. They all met up. They all bonded. They all basically connected together, which was really fantastic. People that had seen each other on Zoom all this time actually came together. Team Africa, Team Asia, Team Philippines, Team Thailand, Team Canada, Team USA, Team Africa. I mean, everybody just became united as one. Team Philippines. Everyone got a chance to see each other united as one. And you could just see those smiles on people's faces. My dear sister Ifra, of course, she is phenomenal at storytelling, and she always does these amazing pictures and blogs. And when you follow her journey, you get a chance to see also a lot of the cool things that we do. But take a look at the smiles on everyone, and that's what this business is about. It's about working hard and playing hard. Danny, go to the next slide, please. I'm just going to kind of talk through all the slides. Sailing day, you go through a lot of fun. What I loved about this, Team Philippines, Team Singapore, Team Thailand, everybody had their perspective shirts. Look at Team Philippines. They basically had their royal blue shirts, Team Philippines. They actually brought a banner, Cruise 2023. I loved what they had done. Team Thailand was in their white golf shirts, which I love. Team Singapore was in their red golf shirts. We didn't even tell them to do that. They just did it themselves. They showed up, they dressed up, and they looked fabulous. And it was so easy for me from corporate standpoint to know who was who. because, you know, for me, sometimes you see everyone, you don't know which team they're a part of, you don't know which country they just arrived from. So for the Asia cruise, it was really, really nice. And then Team Africa really represented. I did not realize how easy it was for Team Africa to travel to be at the Asia cruise. So we got to call it something from that region in the future, so everybody else comes in as well. And it was really, really nice to kind of just see everyone, connect with everyone. This was the port. This is when we were just checking in for the cruise. So we haven't even got on the cruise yet. Danny, next slide, please. And so
Yeah.
it was really amazing. Rico, by the way, jump in at any point if you do want to add anything here, because this was a
Yes.
really fun part of the connection element of this.
Actually, Sanas, I during the time that we were meeting up at the port, it was just an amazing moment because, you know, as what you have said, we just see each other in Zoom. It's just like, you know, people every time we see one person belonging to the Opulence Global Nation, we greeted each other with much energy, with much excitement, as if we haven't seen for a long, long time. And you know, I just remembered people looking at us, hello, 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 and probably people were wondering, wow, this family is really big, right? Because so it was just amazing that, you know, just even before we go to the cruise, just seeing each other, it seems like, you know, there's some longing and some really, really deep connection among the Opulence Global Nation. So I just remember that because that was the first time that we met each other at the port before boarding the cruise.
I agree with you. You know, we had like a section in the terminal that we were all getting there, and we were loud. I got to tell you guys, we were loud and we were loud and we were loud. And the Opulence family, it was like a big reunion because we've seen each other on Zoom, but then we get there and we're like, you know, and we're hugging and, you know, we're greeting each other. And it was just an amazing, amazing journey. This is sort of when we got in, we always have a meet and greet right at the beginning, so everybody knows who's Opulence. So this was sort of the different perspective teams, you know, getting there. And, you know, I hope you guys can see how much fun this is. Danny, let's continue, because we see a lot of the smiles of our people, the connection of the different communities coming together. So let's continue. Go next slide, please. This was, I think, the one that we just took down. Yeah. And then, of course, on this one, we had, you know, we got a chance to just say hello. We had 35 qualifiers, but 100 people in attendance. Why? Because we had a lot of people. This was our first Asia cruise. We've never done this before. And what happened was people came with their families. You know, people brought their husbands or their kids or their wives or their brothers or their sisters. They wanted to come on a cruise, but they wanted to, guess what? Enjoy it with their family. And that's exactly what Opulence is about, you know, just enjoying it. And this is why, like Daniela said at the beginning, this is why we call it the Lifestyle Director Cruise. So if you are an LD1, you can still go. If you're an LD1, 2, 3, 4, you've gone before and you want to requalify, you can do it again. This is the first time in the history of direct sales that a company allows for you to requalify for a qualification. Usually if you qualify once, that's it. You can never requalify. We want you, and the reason, by the way, that we do it is because we want you to go on every cruise, every time. Why? Because you have new teams, you have new emerging leaders, you have new emerging stars, and we want you to never, ever miss a cruise, as you should never. So the analogy is, oh, I've been, I don't want to go, or I've already been. Let me tell you, every itinerary is different. Guess why? Because there's no itinerary. We just basically meet with different people. And this time, I have a surprise for you guys on the cruise, because the day of sailing, I'll tell you guys a little bit about what's going to be expected, but it's going to be a really, really fun one. So let's go to the next slide, Danny. And, you know, some of the things that was included in the cruise is complimentary Wi-Fi. We gave them welcome bags, customized t-shirts. We gave everybody a microsilver protection spray when we got on the cruise, because we knew we were going to be in a lot of public places. We gave everybody an Opulent lanyard, and everyone had a complimentary bottle of wine for those who enjoy wine in their room as well, so that they could actually have some free time to basically enjoy it with their loved one as well. All right, let's go. I love how the ladies are dressed up. And then this one, we went again to different, obviously we had different stops. This is, you can just see different countries. This was Malaysia that we got a chance to go and be able to experience. Let's continue. because we actually want to get to what we're going. And as you can see, this is the online boarding. So just so you guys know, we have dinner together. So during the day, it's free time. Do whatever you want, go wherever you want. You want to go beach, go beach. You want to go by the pool, go by the pool. You want to go whatever, go do that. Nighttime, we get together and it is dinner. It is a la carte. It is beautiful. It is absolutely delicious. The menu is mwah, and it's basically international. They have everything and anything. This is where we get a chance to dress up. This is where we get a chance to bond, take pictures. I always recommend for everybody, rotate around different dinner tables. Don't always sit with the same people, because ultimately what you want to do is you want to get to know different people. And this dining experience, you can see everybody is just, you know, dressed and having fun and enjoying dinner. And, you know, the smiles say a million words. So. All right.
Yes, and absolutely, Zinaz. And I just want to mention that, especially for the Philippine partners, most of them this was their first time to participate or experience the cruise. And this cruise, it was really amazing because it was like a 5-star hotel in the sea. Okay, so imagine being on board the 5-star hotel, deluxe service, and of course you have all of these amazing cuisines, international cuisines, any time of the day, and then just be able to. That's what we call the opulent lifestyle, right? So and that's what I truly love about it, the experience we have gained from this cruise.
You got it. And, this was on my bucket list. We went to Phuket. By the way, this cave that you guys are seeing on the left-hand side that we went inside of, it was a crazy cave. It was filled with bats. It was very scary, but this was an amazing experience where we got a chance to swim. We got a chance to get some coconuts. We got a chance to have some Thai fruits. It was amazing. It was just I love Thailand. It was so beautiful. It was so peaceful. It was so great to jump in the water and have fun with the team as well. And I don't know how many boats we went through to get to this remote area, but it was a lot of fun. And those are, again, the journeys that we go through to be able to experience this. All right, let's continue. And I mean, look at this. We had some of the teams that ended up going to the beach. We had some other people that ended up going and riding elephants. Some people actually visited elephant sanctuaries as well. And then we had our Ifra and her sisters. They ended up going to the spa. And you could definitely not miss out on going to a Thai spa and getting a Thai massage. Here's Ronan and Yulia having some fun on the streets of Thailand as well. I don't know if they're getting pancakes, but you know what? That's the really cool thing. By the way, Thailand has phenomenal food that you can experience. And you always overeat because all the food is so yummy there as well. And there's just so much street food available. Let's continue because, again, the fun of what we experienced at the last cruise is all about, working hard, playing hard. So I'll let you watch it.
I love it. Work hard, play hard. Absolutely.
You know what this was, Danny? This was golf cart wars. Show them. I'm very competitive over here, by the way, just as an FYI.
We felt like we were kids again.
I was a kid in a candy store here for sure. And we did golf cart wars. We got on. We actually took over the entire rink. And we got on these carts and we were having so much fun, and they were playing music, and they passed the mic over to me, and we had so much fun playing on these go-karts. And, everybody was videotaping it. And that's really what it's about. It's about really, this cruise is about you enjoying your victories of the hard work that you've done to be where you are today. That's what this was. Yeah, Ifra, she says, yeah, we were the loudest group. We were. We were absolutely the loudest group. Danny, let's show this quick video and then let's go into 2024 and what to expect. All right. Oh, we lost Danny, it seems. So one of the things, Rico, if you remember when we did the golf cart wars, that was sort of our fun, day building together. And again, that's what really united a lot of us together. There we go. Danny's back again. So you know what, Danny, let's go into 2024. We're going to show them the golf cart wars, but it was a lot of fun, you know, just being able to experience all of the really cool things that we did together. You know, we say work hard, play hard. All right, Danny's just pulling up the video. I'll let you watch that. Danny, you're muted, honey.
You see, I think it's the link from YouTube, but it's not loading it. Let's see if this one works. Look at you.
That would be me. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun being on these go-karts. Everyone had their cameras out and videotaping. And, you know, what's really cool is that if you also want to do those annual vacations and you want to go with a group of fun people that you always have friends to do different things with, this is that trip as well. And as you can see, lots of screaming, lots of strategizing, lots of planning. Myself and the CEO ended up doing tons of meetings with, of course, Rico and Renee, and we met with different prospective teams, as you can see here, to strategize. And here, by the way, look, Henry over here. He did rock climbing, he did surfing. We had our team doing exercise programs. By the way, all of this is included. All of this, there's no additional things. When you're on the cruise, you actually have access to this. So, you know, here's Henry, our LD3 Henry, learning how to surf. And pretty amazing at it, I must say. And then, of course, doing some rock climbing. Danny, let's play that video because there's just so much.
I totally see Henry being LD4. Now that you said LD3, I'm like, yeah, but like he genuinely is an LD4. So Henry, let's go LD4.
Oh, he already told me he's waiting for 2024 to hit LD4. So it has a nice ring to it. And then, of course, we had our ladies in the morning. I actually went to go do a workout. And here's Justine rocking. And we saw our Opulence team rocking the exercise. Look how many people. There's like hundreds of people. Everyone is just there. This is early in the morning where people go. There's yoga classes for sunrise. There's workout classes here where we have a lot of fun as well. Let's continue. So really, there's an activity for everybody. There is something to do for someone. If you just want to be there and you just want to eat, well, the cruise is a great place to eat. If you just want to go there and suntan, you can do that. If you want to, one of those people that you like your night shows and you are a dancer, there's Team Philippines representing. All right, let's play that video. This is at nighttime. This is part of our nightclub, dance club, whatever you want to call it. It was a show, and then they played music, and they had 60s dancers on stage, and you could see their wigs. There's Miss Genevieve from our Philippines operation. We saw Miriam Adam dancing away there. And again, that's what it's all about, right? It's about dancing and having fun and, you know, just being you. Hey, there we go. Montreal representing. There's Rico. I forced them to dance, by the way. I forced them to dance. And you know what? That's exactly what it's all about. And you know what, Danny? This was a great, great highlight. Look at some of the, you know, like I said, you want a hot tub? Go hot tub. You want to go? I love the sky, you know, diving experience right on the ship, by the way. And so this was exploring, you know, our Asia cruise. It was Singapore. It was basically Indonesia, Australia, Thailand, Malaysia. These are all of the different experiences that people experience being on this trip. And this was the highlight for this year. Now let's show you, ladies and gentlemen, what you should be expecting for next year. Because again, events bring people together. And we've always said, see you on the next cruise. We've been promoting the cruise. Now the time has come. And by the way, we are at the final hour. Majority of the cabins are selling out. And as of next week, they will no longer be available. There will be a small block, but they will pretty much go up by not double, but they will go up in price. So you got to be there. Your team has got to be there. All of you should be planning to do team meetings. Again, you want to come to a cruise with your team and with your family. You want to be able to enjoy that journey. because really, you know, when you go to a cruise, when you go to a corporate event, when you are at these events, it brings the community together, it brings the people together, it brings your heart and mind together as well. So Rico, Danny, I don't know if there's anything else you want to share before we get into 2024 and what to expect.
Well, absolutely, SVP Sinas. After the cruise, it even triggered people to, do more about their business because they wanted to go to the next cruise. They wanted to bring their team to the next cruise. They wanted to bring their family to the next cruise because of the experience that they have gained from that cruise. So this is really something. Whenever we say events bring you to the next level, up your game, this is truly what it means. So whenever we experience the culture of Opulence Global Nation, we want to experience that more moving forward, right? So that is the reason why not just you, but your whole team, make sure that you plan with them on how you can get to the next event, to the next cruise.
Amazing. All right. So let's go. This is our 2024. Obviously, we've already released it. You're well aware of what's going on, but we just want to give you a quick recap. I think everyone, Danny, knows how to qualify. We, of course, have all of this available on YouTube. Let's go to the next slide because our 2024 is a different ship, by the way, than we've had on the Asia cruise. And we call this the Lifestyle Director Cruise. What that means, Danny, tell us, please.
So first of all, like I said earlier, our CEO wanted everyone to experience the cruises, and only, whoever is qualified get to come to these events for free. So really everyone is invited. Brand partners and lifestyle advisors, of course, Lifestyle Advisor Plus, you are all invited. All you have to do is buy and get your ticket. If you are a new Lifestyle Director 1, meaning that you became a Lifestyle Director 1 between the cruise of 2023, which was March, until now, that means you get to choose and come for the 50% off. So all you have to do is buy your ticket, the regular ticket for $950, and then once you are on the ship, we will reimburse you 50% in your e-wallet. If you are the Lifestyle Director 2 and you are the new Lifestyle Director 2, that means that you are just, starting your business or qualifying for the cruise, you get to come for free. And if you are already qualified, all you have to do is buy your reserve spot ticket. That means that only what we are wanting to do with that ticket is reserve your spot in a cabin, okay? We will reimburse you that as well once we are on the ship, but you get to come for free. And then, of course, Lifestyle Director 3, 4, Royal Presidential, everyone is welcome. But the good thing with that is that between the previous sailing, which in this case was March, until now, if you do launch 3 new Lifestyle Director 1s in your organization, you get to requalify and come again for free. That means that it doesn't matter if you already qualified for your cruise and you're an LD2, or if you became an LD3, or if you're an LD4, or if you're Presidential or Royal. If you do 3 new LD1s in your organization, you get to requalify and come for free as well. So all you have to do is get your reserve spot qualifier. It's I believe it's $200. So this way we make sure that you are going to be coming into the cruise. So everyone is welcome. And I get excited, Senes, because believe it or not, our previous qualifiers, LD2s, they're always calling Danny, like, am I there? How many more people do I need? Like, do I already have my 3, to come for free? Honestly, it's the experience. We already share with you the emotional aspect of coming to an event and where your business is going to be. But like Senas shared, every time you're having new people, you're having new team members joining these amazing families. You want to make sure that, they get to experience this. So
you got it. And honest to God, in all these years that myself, yourself, Daniela, Rico, we've been a part of this industry, and all of you on this call, I don't think you've ever seen a company that will honor for you to requalify to be on this cruise again, because companies don't want to do that. So this is really, really important that you could really qualify. Once again, when you do go on as a Lifestyle Director 1, we honor it. You have that one-time offer. As a Lifestyle Director 2, you do have it. By the way, if you're a Lifestyle Director 2 and you go on, like Daniela said, and you see there you have to give a deposit, all of that is reimbursed at the end of the cruise, and it's only to make sure that we guarantee the spots, guarantee the cabins, we know who's also going to be in attendance. So let's go, let's take them through it.
Amazing. So this year, well, I was already sharing with you about, becoming an LD2. This is only a specific rules and as we put in place for those who are new in the business. So you need to be, first of all, an LD1, generating your $150 in personal volume and be fully commission qualified, right? Then you mentor two partners to achieve LD1, you become an LD2. When that happens, in the midst of that, you're going to be generating $40,000 in CV. This 40,000 CV really is from the moment you join. So I love it. Sometimes people have this confusion. It's like, oh, when am I going to do that, right? But in reality, when you are building the business from day one, we accumulate all this CV generated by your entire organization. So once you hit 40,000, this is from June 2022, so it's already a year and a half later. Or if you have joined your business with an activation blitz package, that's where you have to come up with this added CV into your qualification, okay? And the software calculates it for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. But with that, you get to come to the cruise for free, okay? One time. If you want to requalify, we have the cruise incentive, as I said, if you're a new LD1, where the company pays 50%, as an early bird ticket price of a shared room, okay? If you are a new LD1. When I say new, remember, this is because maybe you have been with us for 5 years and you just qualified now. Maybe you were a lifestyle advisor for 3 years and all of a sudden you became an LD1, then great. That means you are a new qualifier, right? But if you are already a seasoned qualifier, then you don't get to come for free, but you're always welcome to come. So this year we're going to be going, and we do have a video. Senas, do you want me to play the video on how to qualify for the cruise?
You can. I mean, it's a very short one, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's watch it in case you still have some questions. And you can also find these videos in your training tools in your back office as well.
How to get yourself cruise qualified. In this video, we are going to show you how you can get on our next Lifestyle Director cruise for free. It is simple. You need to become a Lifestyle Director 2 or LD2. But how can you be a Lifestyle Director 2? First, you must currently be a Lifestyle Director 1 or LD1 generating 150 PV or more. Second is to mentor two personally sponsored partners to achieve LD1 or higher, who also generates at least 150 PV. It would be ideal to have one LD1 on the left team and one LD1 on the right team. But two LD1s can also be on the same team. Third, if you launched as LA after June 1st, 2022, you need to generate 40,000 CV from launch date to be cruise qualified. CV, or commissionable volume, which is generated through email launches, product sales and reorder, and your team's smart buys. So basically, you need to set and achieve these 3 business goals. Maintain 150 PV as a Lifestyle Director 1. Develop at least 2 Lifestyle Directors within your team and generate 40,000 commissionable volume to be cruise qualified. Here are the other important information that you need to remember. If your LD2 rank is achieved through Blitz launch promotion, you will need to generate 40,000 CV from launch date in order to qualify for the cruise. Did you know that if you have already gone on your first free cruise, you can join the next free cruise again? But how? To requalify for the cruise, develop 3 new personal LD1 between your last sailing and the next cruise. Stay tuned for more videos that would help your way to achieve financial freedom with your Opulence global business.
Amazing.
How to get yourself cruise qualified.
I think we have another video on the 6th.
We just lost
Yep.
the sound.
Of course, we do have a new and a different ship. like Senas was sharing earlier, we always choose a different route, a different ship, because believe me, like Rico shared, these are like 5-star hotels, like, you know,
On water.
in the water. So
Yeah,
are you
and
ready
one
for
of
our
the
next
things-
cruise?
Yes, yes. Actually, this amazing cruise that we're going on is a really okay, I'm gonna say it. It's a little bit more of a party cruise for us to have a lot of fun and bonding. When you go to Asia, we had so many stops because you know, one day you're in Singapore, one day you're in Malaysia, one day you're in Thailand, one day you're in Phuket. So you're constantly going to places and you want to get off because those are countries that you're like, when am I going to go to those countries again? The North American cruise is a lot more chill. It's a lot more Caribbean islands, more sand, more beach, more fun. And then we'll go through the itinerary. I'll tell you guys which one is my favorite stop, but let's take them through it.
I know which one is your favorite stop.
Well, Miami is. So we are departing number one from Miami. And so, you know, the song, Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. That's the song I always hear whenever I go there. Not a great singer. I'm a good dancer. But, you know, getting to this, first of all, celebrate Valentine's Day with us because it's going to be Freedom of the Seas is going to be February 12th to the 16th. So we're all going to get there earlier, by the way. And we're going to really, really experience a lot of fun in Miami before we go. And you can see already Coco Cay, Bahamas, you know, Atlantis. We're going to do a stop at Atlantis, which is amazing. December 11th is the deadline. Oh my God. Do you guys know that's like 3 days from now? Like, and there's no more extension, by the way. This is the final hour. So for those of you that are sitting there going, oh, okay, there's going to be an extension. No, it's done. We're here. We're at the 11th hour. For those of you who've been waiting, keep this up for me for 1 second. So we're all planning on getting to Miami for Saturday, just to kind of have a little bit of fun. Some people will go in Friday. Some people will go in Sunday. It is up to you. But we're going to be basically going for this amazing cruise, Freedom of the Seas. This is a refurbished ship, which basically means it is beautiful. So we're going to get there like 10th, 11th, and then do not get there to 12th. The one thing I want to stress to everybody, do not think that you can arrive on the 12th and get on the ship. Boarding time is
I think it's amazing that it departs on a Monday. You really have to come like for Friday, spend the weekend in Miami. Like there's so many things to do there. Shopping, of course, my favorite, you know, like dancing, like party, beach, like so many things to do in Miami. Like do come for the weekend and spend it there. This way, Monday morning, you're ready to get into your ship and enjoy it because there are so many things to do on board that you don't want to miss it.
Absolutely. And so, you know, we're going to be basically going to Miami for probably Saturday morning. We're going to spend Saturday there. We're going to spend Sunday there. And then in the morning, we're going to head over to the port. The port does open up at 9 a.m. So when you get on the ship on Monday, we're pretty much on the ship on Monday. So once you get on board, you know, you wanna come on board, you know, with your shorts and your summer dress and comfortable shoes and running shoes. So that's the day where we come in. We have our welcome sort of event. We welcome everyone on the ship. We kind of get some cocktails, drinks, juices, get ourselves refreshed, and then we're ready to rock and roll. So we basically disperse after that. Everyone gets settled into their rooms. And then evening time, we're going to meet for dinner. So normally dinner is at about between 7 to 8. I don't know exactly what the schedule is yet. But we'll be meeting for dinner. I think it is 7. By the way, if you also do are an early eater, is it 7, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. It's 7 o'clock. So what we'll do is we'll be having dinner together. And this is an opportunity for all of us to get together, have dinner together, and then some people go party, some people go to the club, some people sit down and do meetings, some people just chill. It's up to you. Honestly, it's all about the fun. Second day, which is Tuesday, February 13th. That is a fun day. That is one of my favorite days. And I got to tell you guys a funny story about this. So it's called Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Okay, so listen to this. It is an absolutely man-made island. It is man-made, like Dubai, okay? It is a man-made island in the middle of the ocean. And Danny, I don't know if we have any of the pictures there. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I go to the slide? Yeah, let me go there because.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. So first of all, okay, before we go there, let's talk about this. The guest capacity of this cruise ship is 3,782 passengers. It is a Freedom class known for fun activities, lots of pool decks. Take a look at the pictures. It's got the, you know, all the activity centers, lots of buffet, lots of food, lots of different dining. We've also included free Wi-Fi for each and every single one of you, so you don't have to worry about internet. We've also covered all the gratuities for all of you on the ship as well, which basically means all of the food gratuities for all the restaurants we've included in the package as well. All the docking fees, boarding fees, room fees, everything. Like there is absolutely nothing you have to worry about unless you are a drinker and you want to get yourself an alcohol package. That's up to you. We don't get those because we have a lot of people who don't drink. So, and since it is a corporate event, that's up to you if you do want to get a beverage package. But like your pops, your juice, your coffee, your teas, all that is already included. Obviously, the basics are there with your food. This has 4 large pools. It's got 6 rear pools, more than you know, the luxurious spa treatments that are available. That's one of my favorite spots to go to because I like to hibernate in the spa. Usually my staff, when I go MIA, I'm in the spa. It's got 22 bars. Danny's like, we've not, is Miss Who in here? And they're like, yes, she's in there. 22 bars is on the ship, clubs, lounges. It's got casinos. It's got a lot of fun. And Freedom of the Seas, part of the Royal Caribbean, is really also a family-friendly ship. So if you're planning on coming with your family and your kids and your husband and your wives, it's actually a really fun event. For those of you who are sports enthusiasts, lots of great activities to do on there. Last time I got schooled by the kids on the basketball court. I broke a couple of nails on my cruise, but you know what? I had a lot of fun playing. Flow Rider, we all saw, you know, Henry on there. He is an absolute champ. It's 30,000 gallons of rushing water and teaches you how to surf on the ship, which is pretty crazy. And then we have the Perfect Storm, which I do not have the guts to go into this thing. I'm a little bit fearful of heights, but I know the boys and the ladies are gonna have some fun. It is absolutely, it plunges through 3 stories of twisting, turning, thrilling tunnels. And it's like a typhoon cycle that goes through 3 different levels. So if you've ever wanted to get your levels up to crazy level, go ahead, knock yourself out. This is where I'll be like, hi.
I would still go there, Sana. I love.
Oh, I know you would. I know you're crazy. That's why I said the crazies can go. I don't have the guts. I'm chicken, and when it comes to heights, listen. After I went on that excursion with our LD2s, 3s in Mexico, and they took me ziplining 100 feet up in the air, I swore. I cried, by the way, just so you guys know. Your SVP was 100 feet up in the air crying because I did not want to complete the zip line. And here I am being Mama Goose waiting for everybody to go. And everybody went. And nobody was afraid except me. Sherry Zhao, who was pregnant, wanted to go. And we were like, no, you're not allowed to go. You're pregnant. You're going to give birth on the zip line. And she even had the guts to go. I chickened out. And Sherry's on the call. No, Sherry, I still haven't gone through that breakthrough yet. Maybe I'll do a baby zip line, but not the big ones. And then it's, of course, there's the pickup ball as well at sea. So there's a lot of stuff. So Sherry, you're not pregnant anymore. Now you can go on to this one and do crazy stuff. And again, as I mentioned, there is something for everybody. So spa and fitness, there's crazy ice shows. There's really nice entertainment. It's like going like Vegas on water, right? Interactive game shows, as I mentioned, casino. One of the things that I did one night that I really, really enjoyed was the outdoor movie night. And this is where you lounge and they put it on this big jumbotron and you're sitting watching the stars and you're watching movies, and the kids were there and we were kind of watching movies with them. It was really, really, I actually watched a cartoon, just so you guys know. It was not like a movie. Yes, I have a kid in me too. And then rock climbing. Okay, I'm going to try this time. And I'm going to challenge some of our partners to see who can do this. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then there's going to be one night, which is called the formal captain's reception. And this is where I want all of us to just glitz and glam. And you can never be too dressed up for this event for that night. And we're going to have a lot of fun on this. A lot of people, you know, I'm not going to give away the surprise on that night, but I have a surprise for you guys on that night. I can't tell you what it is, but it's going to be something very opulence-y. And then here's the itinerary very quickly. We already said we arrived in Miami, departing 1. So prior to sailing, the closest airport for you guys all to know is MIA. That's not missing in action, by the way. Don't go missing in action. That's Miami International Airport. And so that is basically where we are going to be docking from. That's where you want to fly into. Please make sure, did I say please make sure you have the appropriate visas to be in the United States. Now, the good thing about this is that if you are on this ship, you're okay to go to all of the surrounding countries. But that basically means you need to make sure you get your visas checked, that you're going to be going when you're applying for the visas, check the prospective countries. That is, of course, Barbados and USA. Those are the only 2 countries you need to check. Make sure that based on your passport, you're able to do a stop, because some cruise ships will not let you board on the ship. We've always said this. I'm saying it again. Please pay attention. Pass it on to your team. That if you don't have the prospective correct visa based on your passport, you may be denied access onto the cruise ship. So we want to make sure that none of you are denied, and everybody gets on board and we have a lot of fun. And then the port of Miami, it's Dodge Island. Take a picture of this. Again, we're going to be sharing it. We're going to be creating an email chat group as well. We're going to create a Facebook chat group as well. We're going to be, sorry, Bahamas. My bad. Bahamas, not Barbados. I said Barbados. Bahamas. And then the other thing as well that we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a WhatsApp chat group to put everybody inside of it so we can communicate where we are, the excursions we're going on, who's going to be where. So you'll be connected. Even if you're coming solo, you'll still have a great time, because there's just so many people that are going to be on the ship with us. So you'll never feel alone. Okay. All right, let's continue. Day 1, by the way, if there is anything, Rico, Danny, you guys want to share, pop in at any time. And by the way, if there's questions, pop them into the Q&A. Don't put it in the chats, because I won't see it in the chat. Put it in the Q&A. That way we can get to them one by one and respond to all of you. Private destination exclusive. So Perfect Day, Coco Cay. This is basically located in the Bahamas. It is man-made. It is so much fun. So this is what I was going to tell you guys. So we got on this island and there's like 4,000 people on a ship, right? They could not get our group to get off the island. We were all having so much fun dancing. The DJ was having so much fun with us. They could not kick us off the island. They're like, the island is closing. You need to get off the island. We're like, no, we don't want to go. And we were having such a great time just dancing and partying and vibing together. And, you know, really, this island is so ginormous that if you don't make plans with people, you will get lost. There's cabanas everywhere on the island. So you want to do, like, you just want to go be antisocial and not talk to anybody and sleep on the beach, go do it, which I did, by the way. If you want to go and party in the pool and dance and drink and party, do it. You want to go do zip lining, Sherry, go do it. You want to go to the Thrill Water Park, go do it. You can experience every water sport on this island. It is so much fun. It is so great for the kids. There's a whole kids park on this island as well. So it's really a great way for you to explore. Danny, maybe we can play this video so we can show them you know, how the kiddies also have some fun. This is the entry, by the way. You're greeted by lots of, you know, dancers and lots of fun. You can see lots of tubes. The kids are having fun. By the way, I go on those ones. This is a zip lining. This is a private island. It's by the way, nominated as one of the best islands as well out there. Paddle boarding. Yes, yes. It is absolutely the perfect day at Coco Cay. This one is one of my favorite excursions. Then we have our cruising day. So this is Valentine's Day, February 14th. This day we are on the ship all day. So you don't need to get off if you don't want, well, you can't unless you want to fall aboard. So this is a day where you do everything that you want to do. This is normally the day where everyone gets together. And it is Valentine's Day. So there'll be lots of people that are not with their couples. So we'll be doing lots of strategies. We'll be getting together. We're all having dinner together as well on Valentine's Day together. So if you don't want to sit at home and do nothing, come and chill with us, which we will be having a lot of fun on the Valentine's Day. By the way, that's the day you also get a chance to dress up and be with all of us. So I will be your Valentine's. And we will be able to have some fun. And they'll have a special event, by the way, on the ship for Valentine's. They'll have a specialty dinner for Valentine's. So, by the way, I want to go back. Danny, go back one slide. Valentine's Day is a day of love, not just for couples, by the way. Just so you guys know, if you think that Valentine's Day is all about couples, it's not. It's about the love and gratitude that you share with your family, with your loved ones. My parents will be on the cruise. They're coming. It's about bonding with your organization. It's about showing love. It's a day of love, of showing love and gratitude for one another, your friendships, your business partners, your teamwork, and being together. It's all about unity. So the day of love is just a day of branding that they say, but really Valentine's Day is just about a day where you acknowledge and appreciate one another for love and gratitude. Okay. All right, let's continue. Day 4. We are in the Bahamas. Have you ever wanted to see Atlantis? Well, you know what? Paradise Island. This is your opportunity to, again, experience the Caribbean charm, the vibrant culture, of course, the deckable flavors of the Caribbean. And you get a chance to relax on pristine white sand beaches, of course, uncover NASA's Pirate Sanctuary past, swim with stingrays and dolphins and admire beautiful corals. And again, this is a lot of fun. Visit Paradise Island and of course the iconic Atlantis Resort. You can actually walk into this resort. Once you get off the ship, you can walk over, you can go in there, you can take some pictures. We rented some 4-wheelers and we went all around the island here in the Bahamas and we got a chance to experience that. So it is a lot of fun and it's going to be a really great experience with each and every single one of you. So let's continue. And then on day 5, we are arriving back in Miami. And this is where, once again, you can stay back and be able to experience Miami. A lot of people do because we get off the ship and you can have the whole day on Friday to do that. By the way, I don't know if you all know, if you've ever wanted to experience Cuba and the Cuban culture and the Latin culture, Miami is like the hub for it. So there is actually a little Havana that's right in Miami where you can experience the food and the dancing and the culture. And it's actually a lot of fun. I love Miami. And of course, then they have a lot of the streets where there's lots of food and dancing and beaches and culture. So if you wanted to also spend that 5th day in Miami, you can do that. And then you could either depart on the 6th day or stay back again. Some people usually spend Saturday as well and they go do some shopping. The shopping also is really, really cheap. In Miami, you can pick up a lot of goodies. Danny, myself, and Ivy, last time we went shopping with Boss, and he was shaking his head at us because we, I think, bought a whole suitcase, each of us. We shop so much. And he was like, how are you guys going to carry that back? And Danny's like, I'll wear it. So it was a lot of fun. And that's day 5. All right. So now what you need to do, action taking. First things first, we're going to add you to our WhatsApp chat group to all of you. You need to download the Royal Caribbean app. For all of the people that are going, we'll have another special call for all of you. This is just the generic call we're having for everyone. You should have already done all your passports and everything else, or your documentation. Make sure that your passport is valid at least 6 months until after the cruise, not before the cruise, right? After the cruise, because they want to make sure that you make it back home to wherever you're coming from. We're going to access the cruise planner and guest booklet. Everything is going to be done via app for you guys. Okay. So everything is done on your phone. Please make sure you do double check your visas. And then of course, check-in will be done 72 hours prior to sailing. We'll teach you how to do all this stuff once we have our final group. I know many of you are still getting your teams together, but now is the time. We have 3 more days, 3 more days. There will be no more extension. After 3 days, the prices are pretty much going to double because it's going to be a very small group or block that we're going to keep. Majority of the people that want to go have already done their booking. You need to start doing your flights. And then, by the way, we're also going to let you all know, the group that's going to be staying, we'll let you know which couple of hotels we're going to be staying at in Miami. So when you arrive, all of us are in the same hotel and we can see each other and hang out with each other as well. Okay. Next, Danny. Okay, and then of course, okay, let me talk to you guys about the rooms a little bit. So we have everyone that is together coming. You are going to get a room shared with someone. So if you are cruise qualified, you are basically going to get a double occupancy room. It is $200 per person as a deposit, which will be refunded back to you as a lifestyle director too. And the last day is December 11th. So you want to make sure you finalize that. This is basically an internal room, 2 basically beds, and you'll get a chance to share with someone. If there's someone that you specifically want to share with, let us know. We'll put you into there. If not, we'll group you with someone that we think is suitable for you to be grouped with. If you want to, and that's basically, if you're not cruise qualified, you want to come there, there is shared rooms, which is based on double occupancies. All our rooms are based on 2. Again, you don't spend any time in your rooms, by the way. So the cruise ships don't make them too big or, oversized, because you just pretty much go sleep there, you shower, and then you're out. You're out and about on the cruise ship. So the double occupancy is $950 per person. And that includes your boarding, which basically means your room for the whole week. It includes all your food. It includes your Wi-Fi. It includes your gratuities. It includes docking fees, boarding fees, everything. And so basically it is only $950 per person now. There was an early bird that you could have taken advantage of, but this is now the regular price. The early bird has ended, and this is about to go up again. It'll probably double after December the 11th. And then if you are one of those people that you do not want to share a room with someone, you basically pay for double occupancy and you get your own room. So some people want their own room. You can do that. By the way, if you guys have MAP, you guys can put your marketing allowance towards this as well, because it is a corporate event. So for your flights, you can do it. For your rooms, you can do it as well. And if you're the upline and you want to support some of your team members to go to this event, this would be a great opportunity for you to use some of your MAP towards this event, because MAP is actually used towards corporate events, and this is one of those things as well. Okay. Anything else, Annie, that I can share?
Yeah, just the single room occupancy, it's $1,900 if you do not want to share the room with anybody and you're traveling solo and you want to stay on your own, then you just buy a single room occupancy for $1,900.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, and I do believe we have a question here coming from Naima, saying, so I'm an LD1 but haven't been on the cruise yet. So will I get 50% reimbursed, or did I lost the chance? Just a point of clarification from Naima.
Love it.
So basically, you need to be a new LD1 from the previous sailing. So I would need to see if she can send me a support ticket so we can see when did she launch, to see if she's actually entitled to come, of course, for the 50%. Yeah.
She hasn't been on a cruise yet, so this will be her first cruise.
So maybe if she is within the first year, if she's within previous sailing to this sailing, then she will be, of course, entitled for the 50%.
So Naima,
Yes.
send us a support ticket, sweetheart, because I would love to see you on that cruise. It's important for you to be there for your team as well. You got to represent USA. All right, so we already talked about this. Ship accommodation is covered, ocean transportation. There's a lot of different fees, by the way. Just so you guys know, sometimes we see online, you know, cruise blowout sales. It's always, you know, that marketing that people do, right? They put this cheap price and you think it's so cheap, but then when you do the plus, it actually never adds up to what actually they promote it as. So we don't want any surprises for you guys. Pretty much if you come into the ship, this includes your ship accommodation. Of course, that is your room. That is all of your food on board. And when we say most meals on board, that basically means there is specific a la carte restaurants that Renee always goes to, and they have these food experiences, and he eats all this weird raw food that, you know, it's exclusive and it's like a Michelin star restaurant. That's what we mean. But your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, ice cream, coffee, donuts, juice, pop, all that kind of stuff is already covered. So we're just talking about the exclusive a la carte restaurants. And then when we say most beverages on board, the alcohol is not covered. So that's something that you can pick up on your own. Again, not everybody drinks. It doesn't make sense for us to increase the price of the ticket because we want to do that. And then most entertainment on board, again, because there is some excursions that you can do. Again, everybody has a different taste. Some people want to do excursions. Some people want to just use whatever that's on board. And really, if you don't do anything outside the scope of the cruise, you'll still have a phenomenal time. But like the mini putt, the golfing, all that kind of stuff is already included. It's on the cruise ship. It's available to you. Gratuities, that's a big one. That's a big one that we usually, they charge you up basically at the door or when you're leaving. So after sometimes you're trying to get off a cruise ship, the last thing you want to do is pay all these fees, right? So we've negotiated a flat rate of gratuities, and that's included as well when it comes to it. Now, some people ask me, you know, Sanaz, can I still give my waiter or waitress a tip? And the answer is yes. So what they normally do is the cruise ship collects it, they allocate it. If someone is really taking care of you, bless them. You know, extra $2 or $5 is not going to kill you, and you're going to bless someone. Remember, some of these people that are on these cruise ships working, they're away from their families for a long period of time. They're at sea for a very long time. They're working while we're having fun. So Ramin and I, we always bless people on the ship, and it's because they're making us have an amazing time on our trip as well. Again, we've talked about free Wi-Fi. By the way, the Wi-Fi has absolutely gone through the roof. This will be the last year. I just want you guys to know, the last year that we will be doing free Wi-Fi. I basically fought for this really hard. Danny and I did a preview to it, but
I was going to share, Sanaz, that now they're making it a $25 per day.
It is just $25 US per day right now.
US.
Yeah. It's per day, and we've already negotiated for you guys to get your code and to have it. Even on the Asia cruise, I had problems because I've always negotiated this. The first day we were all without Wi-Fi. Everybody was like, no Wi-Fi. And then I was in there, you know, I was in the room and arguing with them. Anyway, so most important thing is we got free Wi-Fi. This is compliments of our CEO. He's paying for it. We were not able to negotiate with them in the sense of including it for free. So our CEO said, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm just going to pay for it. We've always given it to them for free. And this was huge because, again, $25 per day per device, by the way. So if it's you and you're like one more person, that's basically $50 per day that you got to pay USA. So that is included and is the fastest internet at sea. So everywhere you go, you can do lives and you can post and you can be active and so on and so forth. All right. Okay, so here's a couple things that the tickets do not include, and I just want to reiterate this as well. So if you want to bring extra money, sometimes people say, how much money should I have with me? Of course, always bring your credit cards with you. Everything is very cashless on these cruise ships, by the way. But anything specialty dining restaurants, you know, those Renee restaurants that I talk about, I should even talk about Sherry restaurants too. Those are not included. The spa and salon, if you want to get your hair blow dried or you want to do a haircut, maybe you're just chilling, that's not included. If you want to go to the casino and gamble, that's not included. If you want to attend any of the art auctions that they do have a beautiful art from international places. Those are not included. You have to basically buy those. Any purchases made in gift shops, those are not included. If you want to do any shore excursions, you want to go basically rent Sea-Doos, or you want to do four-wheelers, or you want to go out, those are not included. If you want to buy the photographs that they take of you on the cruise ship, from the cruise ship, you have to purchase those additionally. They're not included. If the kids or yourself are going down to the arcade, you're going to have to pay for that. God forbid if there is any sort of medical service that is needed, that is not included. And I do recommend, if you know your medical condition better than we do, I do recommend, if you think that you may need medical assistance, buy medical insurance. This is highly recommended. It doesn't cost a lot of money when you're buying your tickets or your airfare, but I do recommend for you guys to buy medical insurance in case you need it. We've never, knock on wood, thank God, we've never required any of it on our ships. But again, you know your health better than we do. If there is something that you require on the ship, I will be on the ship, my staff will be on the ship, and we can definitely assist you. I usually am the mother goose on the ship. Anyone that has a stomach ache or eye ache or headache, they usually will come to me anyways. So laundry and dry cleaning service is not included, like any hotel. Ships to shore telephone calls, again, nothing, not alcohol, I've already covered. And non-alcoholic beverage, excluding water, lemonade. Again, they have water machines, they have coffee machines, they have juice machines all over on the ship as well. Okay.
Because maybe Sanaz, we have partners that they love Starbucks, for example, or they want to have like an Irish coffee or a specialty drink that is non-alcoholic, but that is not included. You have to pay for that separate. One thing that I absolutely love, Sanaz, is that they have revved up their app. So now everything they charge you with the app. So it's, when you put your credit card at the check-in, everything will be charged for you at the end of the cruise. So you don't have to even worry about it. But just know that it's not included in your ticket.
Oh, actually, Danny, you just brought up a very good point. Make sure that everybody has an active credit card on file.
Yes.
Because when you get onto the ship, in order for you to get onto the ship, they're going to ask you for a credit card, and you need to have a little bit of room on there so that it actually gives you the flexibility to make purchases, because you cannot pay cash anywhere you go. Everything is basically a card that they give you. It's almost like a cruise credit card, and that's got your ID, it's got your passport. So when you get off the ship, you don't need your passport, right? They just basically, you scan that card everywhere. You tap that card everywhere you go. They give you a lanyard. It's right in there. And basically you just charge as you go as well. Okay. All right. Okay. These memories
that we already watched it.
Yes, we've already watched this, but Danny, what I want to do is I want to basically see if there's any questions, any inquiries that we have. This is a very important event that I want to do. So okay, hi Sanaz and Danny. If we got a room for 950 double occupancy, then have one last minute that wants to join, how much the person will have to pay? So up to Monday, it's only 950 still. You just have to go buy one more ticket online.
What I would suggest, Sanaz, can I interrupt you? Sorry.
Yeah.
So
please. This is your
like,
department.
This is like something that I love, and I was actually talking to other partners about this. So let's say you want to go. But let's say I'm just thinking, oh, I want a room with, let's say, Kelly Ferreira, right? And she's in Winnipeg. Sorry, I'm picking up on you, sweetheart. Your name came to my headspace. And let's say I want to share the room with you, but maybe you don't know yet if you're coming. What I would do is, like, if you want to make sure that you're going to be basically paired with me, is get that second ticket. I'm telling you, because the cabins are selling out, these ships are very, they're very exigent with us and us when it comes to the booking. They will not hold the cabins for us, and they will not hold the rate. And because we already gave you guys so many months to purchase, I was actually speaking with another partner about this. I said, just buy it, separate your cabin, know that you're coming, and then you go work on it to make it happen. Like, when it comes to your schedule, asking for permission or vacations, whatever it is. But at least reserve your spot, because we've seen it over and over in us where we no longer have cabins and everybody gets disappointed. Then they started, call, I want to go. Can you please call? Can you please call? And of course, the cruise line, it's, they are very good at selling the tickets for higher pricing. They do not want to guarantee you the low price. They want to sell it for more money. So don't, we already have a very special deal. Just go get your ticket, book your cabin, then you go figure it out, make it happen. We are people that make things happen. So don't put that in your mindset, and just go do it. Get yourself, reserve your spot. And if it's going to be two of you coming, then buy your 2 tickets from your account, or 1 and 1 if it's another partner. And then we know, once we start creating the group chat, then you tell me, Daniela, I'm going to be rooming with so-and-so, or it's me and my wife, it's me and my husband, or I'm coming, for example, Renee is always like, book me 2 cabins. I want 1 for me and my wife, 1 for my children. Just get it done, because we only have 3 more days.
By the way, this is not something that we've been promoting this since June. We've been promoting this for more than 6 months now. So I know some of you just wait for the 11th hour. So we wanted to give you that 11th hour notification that it is here. The 11th, congratulations. You waited for 11th hour. It's here already. 1 early bird has ended. And like I mentioned to you, everything will be going up in price on Monday, because we're only going to keep a very, very small block. Remember, we also have deadlines with the cruise ship that they have to we have to guarantee our block. And the reason is, by the way, when we're trying to book dinner and we're trying to book everyone to be together, they also have to do a lot of arrangements. Also, we have welcome packages. Okay, so now I want to share some little secrets with you guys. So, and then we'll basically get you to answer any more. No, Brian, you can stay on. I want to see your LD2 shirt, because you're going to be on that cruise. Don't disappear on me. So
I'm excited Brian's coming.
I know, I'm so excited. So here's the thing. First of all, this cruise will be a special one, because we are not going to be having a cruise in 2025. 2025, usually we go every 2 years, but then we started to do North America, then Asia, then North America, then Asia. 2025 is going to be our 20-year anniversary. And for 2025, we are going to have a convention, which we've never done since Opulence rebrand. And on the New Year's webinar, I will be launching the location.
I'm having the chills.
I know. We're all so excited at the office of what's coming. You guys are going to die when I tell you the location. And no, it's not Mexico.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. If it was Ramin, he would be like, blah. Me, I'm like, zip. But what I will tell you is, do not miss the New Year's webinar. The travel incentive program that we're launching for 2024 is going to, oh my God. All I can say is I haven't been this excited in a really, really long time, because this is now a new program that we're launching. And for those of you that love to travel, it's going to be exciting. Can you just tell I'm excited? So I'm really excited. So that's basically New Year's webinar. Do not miss it. We have some destination spots that are going to absolutely blow your socks off. That's number 1. Number 2, this cruise will be probably one of the last cruises that maybe myself and the CEO both will be on, because it's just becoming harder and harder for us to be on every cruise. But you definitely don't want to miss it, because we are going to introduce a new product that we haven't spoken about. This is a product that is not divine. This is not a product that's collagen. This is something that we've been working in secret behind the scenes, and you're going to fall off your chair. And I'm hoping that for everybody that's on the cruise, they are going to actually be the first group to try this new product that, by the way, here's what I will tell you about this product. This is a product that everybody uses and everybody should use, regardless of their race, their age, and children need it more than adults. Adults need it as well. Grandparents need it as well. So it is one of those products that should be in every single household. The ones that we are using right now, or that you are using right now, are 1000% guaranteed, proven by science, are more toxic and harmful to you that you are using today. No, it's not toothpaste. No, it's not fluoride. No, it's not toilet paper. It's basically what you are using right now is more toxic to you and your family than you will ever know. It's actually making you more sick than you know. And now that we have the data and the research, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not even talking about it on the New Year's call. Nope.
Secret.
I'm talking about it on the cruise with our CEO. So this is going to be a huge thing. And then the other thing as well, I know that many of you, okay, this is just on a very personal level. Many of you wanted to partake in our wedding ceremony. And of course, I just had way too many people. So on the cruise, on the night that we have our thing, I'm going to bring a small little wedding dress with my veil, and I'm going to do photos with our partners so that you could partake in that celebration of the matrimony between me and, of course, our CEO. So
The next
dress
Valentine's, I love
and
it.
Valentine's. There's going to be like a little Valentine's wedding photo shoot. So if you want to, you know, be part of that and you want to have that in history, that's something I'm doing on a personal level, because many of you were so loving, and I want to also share that you know, day with all of you as well. So I'll have my wedding veil, I'll have one of my wedding dresses there to kind of wear that celebration with all of you. So whoever that's on the cruise, you'll get a chance to get some pictures with myself and our CEO and the veil and, you know, the whole kit and caboodle, so we can have some fun with that. So those are my little secrets I wanted to share, but I can't share with you guys what the product is, and I won't share, and I don't drink, so you can't get me drunk for me to tell you what I'm going to share. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, there's lots of excitement in the air. I cannot wait to see all of you. I cannot wait to spend time with all of you. I'm going to be enjoying the holidays with my family. I don't have any travel plans as of yet for the new year, but my next one will be the cruise with each and every single one of you. I hope to God that all of you are there. I'm telling you, if you miss this event, you're going to miss a big chunk of history. Make sure you don't miss this amazing, amazing event. And I'll pass it over to Rico and Danny and, of course, Brian to share their thoughts. And then if you want to share something about the cruise, raise your hand. If you've been, if you want to share your testimony, please do. This is about sharing.
There are some questions in the question and answer group, and I'm hoping that we can have a chance to answer them. Someone, Denny, is asking, can I invite prospects, non-members to join, and how much is the charge for them?
Great question. Actually, absolutely. This is a cruise for you to have your people on this cruise ship, your prospects. Let me tell you, you get a prospect onto this cruise ship, they're going to sign up. 1,000. Like, you know how the Asian team is doing this now? It's literally like in. And the reason is because once people see the community and they see it, so the price is basically what's on the website. $950 right now for single person is basically there. So you want to make sure that you just basically buy the ticket for them.
Absolutely.
And Sherelle is asking, how many ways can we now earn with Opulence? It seems like every week there's a new way to earn. So I guess she's making a suggestion here that we may need to look at Opulence Global and sort of change some of the documentation about earnings. But I guess thanks for sharing.
There's so many ways, Brian, to earn. But, you know, for those of you that want to get on this cruise, here's commitment. Here's what I will share with you guys. Commitment. When you commit to something and you put it out there that is what you're going to do, if you go and put it on your credit card and you buy your cruise ticket, you buy your plane ticket, and then you promise yourself that in the next 2-3 months, you're going to pay it off. That's what you should be doing, by the way. Each and every single one of you should be going out there, buying your ticket, buying your airfare, and saying, you know what, I have till February to make the money happen. And go sell yourself some skincare, go sell yourself some FOL, go sell yourself some shampoo, conditioner. Once you start retailing, you do that. If you basically, you know, bring in a new LA Plus, right away, your wholesale profit is already taking a big chunk. Really, if you sign up 3 people in the next 3 months, which is 1 person a month, guess what? You've already made your cruise back. So this is a trip for you to come for free. You just got to work it. And when you put it out there in your head that that's what you're going to do, you're going to do it as well.
So I told you guys that we had tremendous experience on this panel, and if I do the math right, we're talking about 57 years of experience in direct sales and network marketing. And you just heard it here first about the strategy of how you actually make things happen right from our SVP, and that may be your nugget of information. I told you that when you come on these calls, it may take one small thing that could shift everything in your business, and that may be the one thing that she just shared. I've got Sherry Zhao has her hand raised. So I'm assuming she has something that she wants to share. So I'm just going to quickly unmute Sherry, if that's okay.
Absolutely. My
Right,
fearless
Sherry.
warrior.
Sherry, you're unmuted.
Hello, Sinat. Hello, Brian. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me well?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay, great. Sinat, I remember all the trips we went on together. I just this is a definitely the history you making the and the memories that that we created during this travel. It's just I just cannot put words to it. I remember last time we went on this cruise. I went on this cruise was 2018. And I remember we went to Karen and we went on that slide, went through the shark tank, and Karen has good memory of it. And I remember. I think we can we're gonna definitely do it again, right, Karen? And the other Karen, I don't know if you still remember that Karen. From Alberta. I had That's the last year she was alive actually. I still remember her, amazing lady, amazing leader. And without to get on this cruise, we will miss a part of it. So there's so many things that we experienced through this traveling together. You just cannot put it just I don't know how to explain it in the words anymore. So I just really looking forward. No words, Karen. Yeah, I just really looking forward to go on this next cruise together with you. This our celebrating our 19th year anniversary together, and this is an amazing experience. And Sanaz, I want to get on the slides with you too.
Yes, for sure, Sherry. You know what? Like you said, for those of you that don't know, we actually had one of our partners. It was her last year before she passed away. She came on a cruise with us, and we had such great
Yeah.
memories. And it was such a fun journey for her to experience
Yes.
the cruise, and we made sure she had a lot of fun on that cruise. But those are the stories. That's the family. That's the sisterhood that we have in this company. And
Absolutely.
that's the really cool part. And Sherry, by the way, for you, those of you that don't know, she is a rebel child. She is absolutely very, very can we use the word crazy, Sherry? Yeah, you're crazy. So she was 8 months pregnant and wanted to do zip lining. And
Yes.
she was calling me chicken because I didn't want to do zip lining. But anyway, she's a lot of fun. She is coming with her partner in crime, Tammy, as well, and the rest of the team. I'm so excited to hang out with you guys and party and
Yeah.
really build those memories together and build more memories as we enter into, like you said, our 19th year and going into 20th. I'm just so excited for the future, ladies and gents. It's just so awesome.
So
Thank
we
you,
have
Sinad. I look forward to hang out with you guys on the cruise. I booked my ticket a long time ago, and I'm gonna bring my mom along this time.
Hey, that's amazing.
so you heard it from
Great.
you heard it from LD3. That's Sherry Zhao. Now we actually have Mr. LD3 Ronan Trafan, who's actually wants to share as well. So Ronan, you're unmuted. And then we have LD4 Renee Liao. Go ahead, Ronan.
Hello, brother Brian LD3. You are amazing hosting. You're doing an amazing job. Hi, Daniela. This is so exciting to see you in Mexico. I can't wait to get to Miami, get on the cruise, and then go to Mexico and come and put some more gasoline on all the fires that I'm sure you are going to create over there, especially with Abdulia. She's been waiting for this for a long time. And we all know that when you're alone to open a market, it's never as powerful. And when you have a team with you, yeah, really exciting. And SVP Sanas, this has been a phenomenal call. Always been one of those that waited for the last minute, and I guess after 10 years, I have eventually learned to take the early bird price. And yeah, congratulations to me, I've done it this time. Taken two actually tickets. Not sure how or what I will do with them, but as you said, get the ticket and then you figure it out. We are people that do, Daniela said. I think if there's anything I want to say to everyone that's listening to this is that there are many reasons to come to a cruise, as all of them have been named today. For the one of us that truly wants to achieve what our business is all about, as I wrote in text much earlier, if you have never been on a cruise, you know you must really get on that cruise. But it's really a lot of people say, well, I don't have a team, to get on the cruise. And I think for the people without the team, it is more urgent to be on a cruise, because that will make sure that by the time they get off, they probably have a team. There's so many prospects on a boat and offshore when we go. But even if not, even if they were not quick enough and they were still learning, when they get home, they have so much energy that their team, their LD1, their LD2 will build very quickly. And for the ones that do have a team, this is a much more exciting, exploration, because you are coming there with responsibility and pride at the same time. You're actually, you might have done your first cruise on your own, but most likely you got home, you have a team, and now you're bringing your first team on board. And you'll be taking care of them. If you're wise, you'll be a part of them of every second. You won't just go there to leisure. You will go there to make sure that they go home and bring teams to the next event. So I do not know how to explain to so many people something that it's never possible to explain, because you have to experience it. But how can the best way to say is trust us. We are family. We've done it. It always worked that way. This is not a guessing game. This is a game of knowledge and experience. And if you don't trust yourself, trust us until you trust yourself. Trust us once, and you see that you'll be able to pass this message along to so many other people that are looking at this, dying to be on that cruise, dying. They're seeing the pictures. They want it, but for them, it's at the stage of fantasy. Let's get out there and talk to the people and show them that it's not fantasy. It's just, as Daniela said, it's a choice, and we are people that make things happen. Thank you for an amazing, amazing call.
Thank you.
What amazing nuggets. Like, that was absolutely phenomenal advice. And Ronan, that's the reason why you are where you are today, because I'm looking back and I'm saying, yeah, you're right. It's pride, it's a lot of things that you accomplish, and then of course taking care of your team and giving yourself the reason to create a team. And we've got actually none other than Mr. LD4 Rene Liao, who wants to share. So I won't take up any more time. I'll let him say what he needs to say. But that was phenomenal. Thank you very much for that inspirational words, Ronan.
Hello, Mr. Africa. Hey, Brian. Thank you again for doing an amazing job hosting as always. I apologize for the echo. I had to go and find a squash court here because it's just so loud at the tennis center here. But wow. Again, first and foremost, thank you to again all of our corporate staff for being on the call. SVP Sanaz, Danny, Rico, everyone again, because you are just a huge part of this company, and you're invaluable. But and just to share my own experience, of course, with the cruises. First of all, as you heard Sanaz say, if you like to eat, there's just so much great food, of course. But really, of course, it's that's just a little bonus on top. I think what the cruise ships, and if you're on this call and you're thinking, should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I put the money aside for this? There's only two questions I can ask you to help you answer that question. And the first question is, do you enjoy traveling? Do you enjoy seeing new places, right? Even if you've been to this cruise before, as long as you enjoy traveling, and the answer is yes, great. And the second question is do you want to start to make some serious income? And if you're wondering, well, how does that relate? How does, making serious income relate to this party fun cruise ship? It's because you're not just going on a vacation and it's just a vacation. It's much different. And since my start in the MLM industry, when I was about 20 years old, that's about 23 years ago, if you do the math, the one thing that's always I found that I needed to really raise my game, to raise my inspiration, raise my excitement was always the trips. You know, um, Ever since I've been in Opulence, I always make sure every single trip, every single convention, every single conference that they have, that you always have to go to. Because here's the thing, right? We're all humans, and of course, sometimes the everyday life kicks in, and sometimes you get defocused. You forget, why did you get started in this business in the first place? And the one thing that these kind of events always did for me was it would light that fire under my butt so big that it would burn for the next 6 months. And it's there's something to be said about being on a cruise ship. And one advice I want to give to all of you is that when you're on this cruise ship, you're there to relax and have fun, but at the same time, make sure you find those leaders. And we're going to be there. We're going to be there during the dinners, the breakfasts, the lunch, right? Don't be shy to come to us. Say, hey, can I join you for breakfast? Can I join you for lunch? Can I join you for dinner? Because that's what we want. And for you, those times to spend with the leaders, it can inspire you the same way it inspired me when I first got started in this industry. And it makes you just completely elevate, evolve as a person. And again, seeing, for example, some leaders on a Zoom training is much different than when you're actually live in person. I'm going to be there with my beautiful wife, Heidi, and my two boys, Rex and Leon. And I want everyone to come and say hi to us, join us. We're there to have fun together. But more importantly, if I can, not just myself, but if any of the people in the company, the leaders, even the lifestyle advisors, if anyone can again give you that bit of inspiration and give you that excitement, it's well worth it. So if you want to enjoy traveling and you enjoy traveling and you also want to take your business to a whole new level, then you've got to get yourself on these events. I can promise you, you'll never be the same. And especially as Ronan mentioned, if you're brand new, what you need to start to do is create some memories, create some experiences, right? And by you being on there, you want to bring your best camera or your best phone, whatever it is, and take as many photos as possible, put it into a booklet, and share those stories with all of your future prospects. I'll just leave this one last sharing. On my last company, so not in Opulence, but my last company I was in, it was a travel-based company. And I still recall to this day that the number one top earner, and Sherry Zhao knows who this is, her name was Corazon. And she's this really sort of, short Filipino lady. And she was making like 40, 50K a month. Again, for me, 20 years ago, whatever, or 16 years ago, that was like a lot of money, right? And so, yet, she wasn't good in English. And, I was just like, how did she do it, And I had all these reasons and excuses of how she did it. Long story short, I go into the company cruise. It's actually my first cruise that I've ever been on was actually for that company's cruise. And again, I wasn't sure what to expect. I went with one of my friends who also joined the business. His name was Hayden. And I remember on that cruise ship, we went to go to this board game room just to go play some board games or some cards, whatever. I think actually we brought alcohol in like a water bottle or something. Sure, trying to play like blackjack or poker. But anyways, I saw this top leader in the board game room, and she was doing a presentation. And she had no fancy laptop, no fancy, PowerPoint projector or even her cell phone. All she had was a binder. And I kind of, like kind of eavesdropped spying on what she was doing. And all she was presenting was a binder that had all these stories of her from when she first got started, her first event, her being on a cruise ship, her on this resort, her at the convention, her getting her first car payment, her making her first $5,000 check, you know, and I was just in awe. I realized, wow, that this top earner, that they're no different than us. They had to do the work, but more importantly, what she did was put together a collection of stories, and that's how she built her business. I can promise you right now, you want to start to create that for yourself, because in a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, for me, it's been 16 years in this company. Those stories add up and add up. And that's what your prospects and your people want to see. So I'm sorry for talking for so long. I just think that these events are so, so important. You cannot miss it. It's a tax deduction, it's a vacation. If you're an LD1 or 2, it's like half or fully paid for. And make sure you buy your tickets like right now. Don't hesitate. It's going to be the best investment in your life, and you're going to have a lot of fun, and of course create lasting memories. So that being said, sorry Brian, back to you. Thank you so much, and of course can't wait to see you all on the cruise.
Don't be sorry, Renee. That's a nugget, another amazing nugget. And our CEO always says we're high-paid storytellers. And again, that just shows how important it is to be able to do that. So it's your chance to create those stories, gather your photos with all the top leaders, LD4s, LD3s, and of course the corporate team. We've got now have their hand raised. LD4.
By the way, Brian, I just want to reiterate, Renee has never, ever missed any cruise, North America or Asia. He's been preview to every single cruise. And, this is where he always shines, because no matter how much he grows, he still celebrates with his team. And by the way, this is also your opportunity to celebrate your team's victory, your team's success, because your team is working hard. Your team is working strong to make sure that they're basically celebrating with you as the upline or the downline or the sideline. This is your opportunity to do that.
Amazing. So again, we've got LD4 Ifra Hassan. She got her hand raised, so I'm sure she has something that she wants to share. So Ifra, the call is yours.
Hello, my brother Brian. Great job hosting as always, for sure. And of course, good morning, Opulence Nation. Good afternoon, good evening. All right, so what I want to share with me, it started when I got started in 2018. I remember going to our website, and there's a bunch of photos of people at a beach. And I remember looking at that picture every day, just imagining the opportunity that I could be in there one day. And then a year later in 2019, when our cruise came about, I made a decision to go. I remember I was still an LD1, but I made the decision to go because I knew, as Renee was just saying right now, I knew that this is the best investment for me. I did not have anyone with me, nobody from my team, just myself, right? And the reason I went there is because at the end of the day, our industry is all about inspiration, right? It's one thing to talk about all the amazing 14 different ways that we earn income, but if you're not showing people you their life, then it doesn't mean much. So I made the investment in myself to ensure that I go there solo. And I remember I was roomed with a sister from Rwanda, and she was a mother of 4 kids. She came all the way from Rwanda. So I asked her, I said, my sister, I believe she was also an LD1. I said, can you tell me what made you decide to come all the way from Africa? And she said the same thing. She said, my sister, the only way I can inspire my people, especially women, girls around the world, no matter if you're a mom or not, that you can go, that's why I came. And I remember we bonded. We used to pray. Like I pray 5 times a day. So every time I'm praying, she goes to her corner and she does her own prayer too. So that bonding, that inspiration is really what kickstarted the LD4 Ifrah that you see today. It was that cruise. So when I went there, for me, my biggest mission is great to have fun, but how can I take this 5-6 days with amazing leaders on the cruise, with our corporate team, and actually take that energy and pass it on to my team and everybody that I meet? So guess what? I brought my notebook and a paper as well, right? And a pen. I make sure every single person I talk to, I ask them about their inspiration, their story, how they got to where they are. I was all about building, right? And I was doing lives Thank God to our CEO. The fact that we have free Wi-Fi. By the way, I'm a numbers person. I did a quick math. If we're paying $25 a day per person, that is for 1 week, that is over $150 per person. Times that by 100 or 200, we're looking at 20, 30 grand that our CEO is putting up for us. What does that mean? We need to be active. Yes, every minute, everything that's happening. That is what I was doing for my team. This is what we're doing. Now we're having breakfast. Oh my God, this is the activity we're doing, right? Now I'm connecting with our leaders. So that is the advice I can give to all of you. When you show up, really show up, right? There's a saying in our language like "Mel kamu ka ama kamano." When you're somewhere, show up, be seen, be heard, right? So that's the advice I can give. And of course, I never missed another cruise again, right? I went to the Asia cruise. I cannot wait for this one. It's much closer than the Asia cruise. I remember 23 hours all the way to Singapore. So I cannot wait. Yes.
And let me share something, because as you were talking, look at this.
Aww.
We're honoring came from Rwanda. And you, like, I have so many photos and memories from the day, because we actually spent the day in Bahamas together in the beach, remember?
I do.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm telling you, lots of memories to always, thank God for these cell phones, man. We can just, type things and we find so many memories. So definitely, Ifra, I can't wait to have you on this cruise as well. And like you said, it's closer, so many things to do, so much fun. So absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
Again, so much words of wisdom, and that's the reason why these folks are where they are today. Ifra Hassan, Renee Liao, and Ronan Shafan, what they've shared has been nothing less than just invaluable information. We've got Rebecca Robinson, who also wants to share. So Rebecca, you can take it away.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good morning, Opulence Nation. I don't even know if I can talk right now. I'm just getting so emotional and overwhelmed listening to all of these amazing leaders who I am so privileged to call friends. They're not just mentors. You're all my family. And I'm so excited that I got on this call this morning. We trick ourselves sometimes and think, oh, it's just a call about the cruise. It won't matter. I can miss it. That's so far. You can't get farther from the truth. These events are experiences that build our lives. They're experiences that carry us through really, really, really hard times. And, at the beginning of the call, Sanaz and Danny were talking about challenges and how we all have challenges. I think everyone in the world right now is going through stuff that we don't know. And yet so many of us get up, dress up, show up, put on that face and go out and get it. We take action, and we sometimes don't really know how we're going to do it, but we just get up and we take that one step after the other, after the other, after the other. And for myself, back in 2019 was the first cruise that I went on. And I have to say, for any of you listening that say, oh, it's just, I don't care about a cruise. I have no desire. It's not my thing. I've never had an interest. Well, that was me in 2019, except that since 2008, I don't miss events. And so for me, there was no way I was going to miss the opportunity to spend a week with a breakaway with my Opulence family. And I'll tell you, the experience of being on that cruise, when Renee was talking and saying, don't be afraid to approach us. We like to share, we like to help. I want to say to everyone who wasn't on that cruise in 2019, Ramin, Renee, Reza, they're all normal people. I remember being in the lobby of one of the floors on a 12-floor cruise ship, and it's 2 a.m. and they're playing foosball and having very heavy competition between these people. This really is about fun, but it's also about every time you're at an event, there is a different kind of energy. We are so blessed that we have a global business, that we can connect with people all around the world. through a technology like Zoom, but it is not the same as being in person. When you're in person with people, we really come to life for each other. We really find out who we are through other people's eyes. I've had so many different experiences over 15 years in this company to meet all of our leaders who all of them are in my phone book, in my address book. All of them are accessible at any time I need them. But I've learned so much and I've grown so much from the little nuggets that they've shared every time I've been with them in person. I've grown every time exponentially that I've been at these events, whether it's a day or a weekend or a whole week at the cruise. You cannot quantify the growth that happens when you come to an event. And what else carries with you is that you now have these experiences to pull you through the hard times. When you feel like everything's going against you, when you don't know how you're going to get out of certain challenges, when, you know, life is just really, really hard. These experiences, when you come home from them, your energy level is soaring, and you can draw on these memories and these experiences to get you through really hard times and help other people do the same thing. I could go on and on and on.
I'm so proud of you. My goodness, girl, you sound like a motivational speaker over here. But I also know that the cruise has had some phenomenal breakthroughs for you. And that's exactly events. That's what they're supposed to do. It's about bringing a team together. It's about bonding. It's about organizing. It's about going and taking your business to the next level. So I look so forward to hanging out with you on the cruise, girl.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. I literally, you know, I have had one of those years. I bought my ticket last night. I did not want to get on this call and have everybody bombard and then lose out.
Actually, I was like, okay, Rebecca did her homework before coming into the call.
Yes. And you know what?
Absolutely.
I can hear your energy. You know, I could hear that it comes from a lot of passion within you. And again, that's what makes this business incredible. So look forward to hanging out with you. Look forward to spending time with you. God bless you, and see you on the cruise. I know we have lots of people on. I just want to quickly give everyone an opportunity, because again, this is, like Brian said, you know, those golden nuggets sometimes you hear from people. Everybody has a different type of perspective from the cruise. And all right, Maria, my sister, you are unmuted.
Absolutely. Could you hear me loud and clear, Sanaz?
Yes, darling.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to thank all the speakers, all the leaders from IFRA, you know, Rebecca, I mean, giving their stories and their experiences, what we have gone through. You know, I agree 150% to all of them. And I'll tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all our Opulence family around the world. Thank you so much, Sanaz. Thank you, Brian, and also Renee, but more important, and Daniela. Oh God, I love you guys so much. To me, especially for all the new partners who is hesitating, they're not sure exactly what Renee was saying. Please listen and take all the advice, as you heard from our SVP, from Daniela, from Renee, from Renault. Please do what you got to do, because I'll tell you one thing. When you come on the cruise, it will transform your life. Physically, mentally, psychologically. More importantly, you have the opportunity to meet all different types of people around the world. People that you only was listening on the Zoom call. Like I have a couple of friends says, Maria, I cannot meet you because I only met you on the Zoom call. This is the excitement, the bonding, the relationship. You come together as one big family. It is priceless. Money cannot buy those things. Those feelings is not the same when you're on a Zoom call, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing each other face to face is the most effective, is that love and passion from the inside. Priceless. I enjoy every moment. If you're the type of person like myself and the rest, my major goal, I love traveling. I love helping people. More importantly, I want to take my business to the next level like Renee and many others. And as again, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in it, you will achieve it. We have everything in place. We thank God for our SVP, unstoppable, relentless. I love her dearly. Daniela, our CEO. We are blessed to have the right quality people at the right place, the right company, and the right timing. Ladies and gentlemen, please, it's a must. A do not miss event. It will change your entire life. Back to you, Sanaz. That's all I can say right now.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate that, and I love the
More,
energy.
sorry
I
about
look
that. And
forward
more
to partying
importantly,
with you. Yes.
I'm looking forward for everyone. More importantly, ladies and gentlemen, that way I had the opportunity in 2019 to be recognized in the middle of the ocean as the top seller in Opulence Global. I got so much love, so much appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to one of those, you never want to miss the other one. Let's go one team to the billion. Let's do it. Back to you, Sanaz Human.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you.
And we've got one more person here with their hand raised. I know that we can probably be here all day, Sanaz.
I just want to just very quickly for those who haven't take action, because we only have 3 more days to get the ticket. We already know the experience of coming will change people's lives and your business. But I have an idea, Sanaz, that I always share. People sometimes feel like, okay, what if I don't have the money to buy my ticket right now? You have 40, if you use your credit card today and reserve your spot today, you have 45 days to pay it off. That's $21. If you divide the total in 21 days, that's $20 a day. It's 1 bottle of Refuel. Please just dissect your numbers so that you know where the money is going to come from. And you can decide today, I'm coming, I'm booking my cruise. It's 1 bottle a day, $20 straight to my credit card, pay it off in 45 days, and I will see you on the cruise. That's all I have to say before I.
No, Danny, you know what you're sharing is so important. It's the power of a decision. And you know what? You joined an opportunity for financial freedom. And if you don't put yourself out there, one big mistake that most entrepreneurs make is that they don't get uncomfortable. This is the biggest thing that people don't do. And listen to this very carefully. When you are not uncomfortable for change to happen, change will not happen. You have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. So if you have been comfortable in your business and in your life, you haven't done it yet. You got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. You got to take your business to the next level. You got to take your mindset to the next level in order for you to level up and go to the next level. So I want to make sure you all understand, you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. If you're sitting there and trying to calculate, you know what? This is the biggest investment. Listen to what I just said. This is the biggest investment into your personal growth, your belief, your business that you can make. Events take your business to the next level. And the reason, by the way, we're going to sell out the cabins regardless. The reason that we wanted to do this call today is we care for you. A lot of times people don't go to events, and you know what they say to us afterwards? Oh, I wish I knew. Oh, I wish I'd gone. I wish. Okay, well, stop wishing. Do it. Put yourself out there. Say, I'm going. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. And with all due respect, you have 3 months to make that paid off. By the way, when I joined the Opulence business back in the day, I said to our investment was $4,500 US, which was about $6,000 Canadian. And my dad said, how are you going to do this? How do you know this company is going to survive? Remember, the company was only 6 months old. I told my dad in 1 month I was going to pay off what I put into the business. And guess what? I did it. 1 month, $6,000 back in the day. So you can do this in 3 months. Let's go. All right, Miriam. Let's see. I know you're amazing LD2. Lots of excitement. Share with me.
Thank you very much. You know what? First of all, I just want to appreciate our corporate team, Sanaz, Danny, and our host. I'm telling you, this call is epic, first of all. And I just want to appreciate everyone who has spoken because they spoke the truth. It's like there's nothing else to add. What you hear, it's dead truth. It was my first ever with the Opulence Global since GW2, my cruise for the Royal Caribbean, because every time it's overlapping with my my work for my family travel. But this time I told them that no. So I double deck. They said right the way our Senat said here right now, you need to be uncomfortable to be comfortable, correct? So now I managed to tell our family, because they pay always in advance for me. My life is travel. And Maria, I agree with you. We love to travel. And Opulence Global, it is a free ticket to travel and getting paid on top of it. That's the difference. People travel, save money until they cannot go and fix their teeth or anything, just to travel with their family. But Opulence Club, it gives you your health back, your teeth back, your travel back, your happiness. Hang around, learning, experience, university where you never get on the regular university. So for me, hang around with our leaders who have been there, done that, and enjoy at the same time and have a vacation at the same time. For me, that is epic, because when you love to travel and get paid on top of it, is a bonus. So first of all, I want to take a really 1 second to say thank you for our CEO. Thank you, our Senior Vice President and Chief of Designer, Senaz Human. Thank you, Danny, and thank you the whole corporate team and all our leaders. That really, guys, I need more heart to hear. Everybody will congratulate that, because without them, we are not going to be here. Without them, we cannot save the world. Without them, we cannot take our people out of poverty. Without them, we cannot have our people who cannot afford to go on vacation. There's people like the lady in Uganda, like Ifrah, that making it, because people from Africa to manage to afford to go. That is what Opulence is giving us from the deep on our heart. So I managed to go to the Royal Caribbean cruise, the place I never been before. That's the beautiful of the opportunity. I managed to work my Vancouver ticket to do my work, and then me and Kelly from Winnipeg, we met in Vancouver and we traveled together and we share together and be happy and meet our Ronan with all our team. There's new people who just join, like they join and they pay their ticket and now they are flying. Like it's so a beautiful opportunity to rejuvenate yourself, right? Right now, my ticket for my work, they've already paid in advance to California. Guess what? I'm squeezed in. I'm taking air ticket to Toronto, to California, and then Miami, and taking the cruise. You see? So it is, you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. And that is the truth. You need to sacrifice to get that comfort zone. So let's run. Get your ticket before the 11th, before midnight on the 11th. Is that correct, Senna? Before the 11th.
We
midnight,
have till
right?
the 11th midnight to do your orders. Already I've seen some people taking action and doing them. This is going to be one of those sold out events. I have to tell you guys, last year we had quite a bit of disappointment. People wanted to go, there was just no more tickets. We sold out all the cabins. We want to make sure that we don't go through that again. And that's really, really important, to make sure that there is absolutely no disappointment. If you're going, take action today. Speak to your family. Tomorrow, speak to your family. You should make a decision by tomorrow. We're already at the 11th hour, but 11th is the final day. And if you are an LD2, get yourself there. If you are a lifestyle director, doesn't matter. Get yourself there. You're just a partner. Get yourself there. You want to bring prospects and travel with your friends. Get there. By the way, some of my friends are coming on this cruise as well. And so this is a great opportunity for you to just bond, or people that you wanted to introduce. It's a fun vacation and lots of excitement. So Brian, lots of excitement, lots of golden nuggets, like you said on this call.
Excitement is an understatement. And if you didn't believe that this cruise is going to sell out, think again. I wouldn't wait until tomorrow. I would jump on right now and get your ticket, because they're not going to be available for very much longer. And again, I want to say thank you so much to our corporate team, Rico, Daniela, and of course our SVP, Ms. Sanaz Human, for what an amazing webinar. And I'm just thanking everyone for the sharing and the nuggets of information from everyone who actually added to this call. It was a call to remember. And, as we close out the call, as we always say, we want to again say, with one team, one dream, to the billion, folks, and get ready. Let's go. We're wrapping up the year in a very powerful way and getting ready to enter in 2024 to do some amazing things. And it's my pleasure, Brian Arundel, LD2 from lovely Brampton, Ontario, Canada, wrapping up the call. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who shared this time with us. And have yourself an amazing day, an amazing night, and an amazing afternoon wherever you are calling in from the world. Thanks again, and take care, everyone.
Absolutely. Let's rock and roll. Have a great night, morning, wherever you are, to the billion. See you all on the New Year's webinar.
Yes, thank you so much, Sanaz.